What's up, everybody? We are getting Season 5 of Black Ops 6 and Warzone next week. So, of course, the intel drop, the roadmap, whatever you want to call it, came out today from Call of Duty. And we're going to look at what's coming to Warzone. And, of course, as usual, it is going to be Warzone only. So if you want to check out the multiplayer or the zombie stuff, or check out the Warzone stuff on your own, this will be linked down below so you can check it out for yourself. Also linked down below will be my Twitch channel if you want to come hang out live on the day the season drops on August 7th. I will be playing at least like that afternoon or at night. And also I have my social medias linked down below if you want to support me anywhere else, and my single player channel if that interests you as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So like I said, we're going to scroll down to the multiplayer stuff. If you want to watch the trailer, look at the multiplayer stuff, look at the zombie stuff, feel free to check that out on your own. This thing never works. So big thing here is Stadium is being opened. Before it was being blown open by, now I can't remember the group's name off the top of my head, but they were like the mercenary group who was hired by the terrorists, whatever their name was. They had the chess piece logo, Shadow Company. It was blown open by Shadow Company. Now there's some big laser in the sky. It doesn't really say what this laser is or anything, so that's interesting. There's a new contract that's only in the first week of the new season called Satellite Hijack, which we don't get a lot of information here. It says breach the stadium in possibly the most impressively explosive way possible as you and other squads attempt to race to complete the multi-step Satellite Hijack contract. Infiltrate the stadium by any means necessary, confirming the nefarious operations and hidden compound within. So I'm guessing that for the first week, this stadium will not be open, but you can blow it open in a match. Or anybody can blow it open in a match through this contract, and then you can go in it. It says the contract is only available during the first full week of the season, so don't miss your chance to engage in this important event. Secure the blank, big laser, I guess, to obtain a special reward. The blank available to every member of your squad and usable during the rest of the match, as well as permanently placed in your gunsmith. Further comms to follow. Additional reports appear to indicate further and increasingly alarming redacted, recommending additional attention to redacted as the redacted progresses. So we'll find out more about that probably next week in the patch notes, as they continue to tease the season. So new LTM, Stadium Resurgence, coming in the second week of the season. 36 players, 12-minute matches, normal Resurgence. Normal Resurgence rules. It says they may find entry to the stadium is now viable thanks to some light orbital remodeling. Unlocked with ground level, along with unlocked ground level entrances, allowing full exploration of the clandestine compound. So it's not going to be like a soccer field in the stadium like it was before. It'll be different. It's going to be some kind of like base. Interesting that it's not going to be a soccer field anymore. Normal Resurgence rules apply. Deadline LTM. It's a new LTM. It's 100 players, both players and AI players, which is really unfortunate that we're getting more and more AI in gaming. It is really unfortunate and something that I might avoid this mode completely just because of that. Because I mean, casuals, I guess I do play in casuals, but whatever. I hate to see the AI take over, but it is what it is. So deadline, essentially, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's typical, like your squad can get eliminated by getting fully wiped, but also, and there's unlimited respawn, so it's like a resurgence mode, but also you have to gain points by doing contracts, getting eliminations, etc. And the team with the lowest score at the close of each circle gets eliminated. So not only can your team get wiped, you get eliminated by having the lowest score. Ranked play, both Battle Royale and Resurgence come in the launch window. I'm not going to go over that too much. Solos. So solos, they keep seeing that more people are preferring casual solos. So both core and casual solos will be available globally on day one of the season. And within 48 hours, core solos, meaning the regular solos with all human players, will only be active in North America and Europe only. So if you aren't in the EU or North America and you like to play solos with only human players, you have until 48 hours after Season 5 launches, and then you will only have casual solos. And they just said not enough players are playing core solos in any other areas of the world. I think come Season 6, there will be no more core solos anywhere. So that's the Warzone specific stuff. Now, non-Warzone specific stuff is new weapons. The PML 556, it literally just looks like the Bruin. It looks like it's exactly that, just not named the Bruin. 39 levels, full auto light machine gun, fast rate of fire, and high lethality, offset by low mobility and hefty recoil. If it's really got a lot of recoil, it's not going to be useful in Warzone, unfortunately. Even if it has really good damage, but if the recoil is too much, everyone's going to ignore it. So we'll see how that gets bounced out. And then we also have the return of the AUG, the burst fire AUG. Hopefully, we don't get a disgustingly broken AUG meta for like 2 months like we did back in Cold War Warzone. I hated that meta. It was the first time that I almost quit playing Warzone. And yeah, it's just a burst weapon. It's got 43 levels, 3-round burst, good handling, moderate recoil, configurable to full auto. So, I mean, maybe the full auto will be fun. We'll see, but I'm hoping it's not completely broken. Then we have boxing gloves as a new melee weapon. It'll be interesting to see what the camera POV is. Like, does it look like Pathfinder running around with his heirloom in Apex or what? It'll be interesting, and I'm definitely equipping the melee. The boxing gloves as my melee because it's just funny. Somehow it has 30 levels, but there's no attachments or anything, so I don't know why it has 30 levels. Then for a secondary weapon, the Grave Mark 357 revolver. I'm sure it's going to be akimbo. And I'm hoping we don't get like some snake shot meta. But it says high damage at respectable range due to the weapon's moderate fire rate. You'll need to make sure your shots count. So line up your target and hit the bullseye. It does have akimbo. I hope we don't have a snake shot meta. New special weapon attachments. So we're getting something called the Skull Splitter, which is 2 attachments for the 9mm pistol. Bring the power and precision of a marksman rifle to your favorite pistol with the 9mm PM Skull Splitter barrel. The barrel greatly increases damage, especially the head, reducing rate of fire. Pair with the extended magazine that gives the operator additional ammo for this weapon at the expense of handling. I doubt it's going to be worth using over a regular secondary. And then we're also getting PPSH helical magazine, so it's like this circle magazine instead of like the banana clip. Or it's not a drum. Fire to the beat of your own drum. It's not a drum. With this SMG attachment that puts other magazines to shame. Manage heat on this high ammo count magazine that excels at spraying bullets in close to medium range. So it sounds like it's just a really big mag. Maybe like you don't have to like reload or something. Or that belt fed attachment that we got a couple seasons ago that ended up being worthless. But you have to manage overheating. I don't really like that. And then events, we have boxing, the 90s action heroes. It'll be interesting what skins come with that. But that's with more the more announcements. That's where you're gonna get the boxing gloves, obviously. It doesn't say it's, and there's a black cell boxing gloves. Hell Ride is where you're gonna get the 357 revolver. Atomic Block Party, you just get cosmetics. The Reckoning leaderboard is for zombies, and that's it. Then it's just black cell stuff. This black cell looks a lot better than season 4's black cell, which was the first one I didn't buy ever since the creation of the black cell pass, because this one was just like the lunch late. The guy dressed as a lunch lady with the apple. Yeah, it was all weird. And then just black cell stuff. Operators. There's nothing, I don't think, too special that they announced here. If you like horror movies, The Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Store offerings. I'm sure people are going to run this skin because it's dark and harder to see. There's nothing too exciting about the bundles, COD stuff, COD store stuff, and then trying to get you to upgrade to Black Ops 6 if you haven't, which if you haven't, you're probably not going to. And then also on a side note, World Series of Warzone stuff was announced yesterday. No in-person crowd. One-day event on like a Wednesday. Just a terrible announcement. So just something to throw at the end there. But that's everything Warzone related for Season 5. Like I said, this will be linked down below if you want to check out the trailer for the season, the multiplayer stuff, the zombie stuff, or the Warzone stuff on your own, especially the ranked, since I didn't talk about that. I also have my social medias linked down below, as well as my Twitch, my single player channel. If you want to check any of that, hang out live, support me anywhere else, that is greatly appreciated. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you'd like this type of content and want to see it first. And comment down below what you think about the content. I don't think the Bruin's going to be meta. I think the AUG might be, and I'm hoping it's not a completely broken, annoying meta. Other than nerfs and buffs coming, I don't see much of a meta shift coming unless the AUG is meta. I'd be interested to see where the LC10 lands. But comment down below what your thoughts are. Will the meta change? Are you excited for the content? Excited for Stadium to open? I'm happy to have Stadium open. I wish it was like the soccer field type stadium, but we'll see what they do with it open. And I will see you on Verdansk. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.